Why don't we take it for a spin?
What?
Yeah, go on, Mr. Ford. Hop on in. Go on.
You want me to?
Just see what $9 million feels like. You ready? Attaboy. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
Today we are going to showcase 5 or 6 positions where you can climb or where you can cross, and it is extremely useful.
Enough goofing around, let's get into some gameplay.
So hello guys, and welcome to the first battle that we have in the CS63 rolling out now. What we're going to have a look in this battle is, I think this battle kind of shows how aggressive you should be in the CS63. It's not the most armoured tank, however it does have 260mm of armour at the front of the turret, but this is literally only in the mantlet, so the actual cheeks are very, very weak. You're getting overmatched by pretty much everything and anything, to be very honest with you. So yeah, you basically have all this speed and not a lot of armour. So what I tend to see a lot of people do in the CS63 is they kind of just tend to rush in, think it's a scout. It does have pretty decent camo at 25.99% being stationary and 19.5 on the move, the way we currently have it set up. But yeah, we're just going to have a little look here. We've raced into position, so any sort of light tank that tries to counter this AMX is going to have to deal with us. We are going to get the shot when they come in. So we're just going to have a look. Are we going to spot anything here? It doesn't look like it, no. No, we're not spotting anything there at the moment. So we are actually going to engage the turbo mode, and if you have a look at the speed when we're in the turbo mode, it is quite nice indeed. Again, this is a very, very mobile tank, and really it brings us back to the GSOR 1010 and the introduction of the Concept 5. How in the hell the Concept 5 is going to deal with the CS63? I mean, the only advantage it's got is damage per shot, that's it. The CS63 is lovely camo. It has, I think it's even faster actually than the Concept 5. I think the Concept 5 was, what, 65 kilometers per hour? You know, this thing goes 75 easy. And yeah, this is where the Concept 5 was just so underpowered. This tank would walk all over it every single day of every single match. The gun in this tank is also lovely as well. You're going to be seeing that in this video too. It's just so reliable. It's such a nice, just stable gun. It's a lot like the gun on the Centurion Action X, I tend to find, now that Centurion Action X has obviously sort of got this buff. So what we are going to do, we've just had a little look there. Can we get any of the snipers? Are they being a bit aggressive? No, they're not. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at supporting our allies here. We can actually go behind the bush, and again, using that pretty much 26% camo, we can sneak into here and we can have a look for shots. Now, are we going to get spotted with this shot? Let's see how good the camo is. We are not. Of course, I fall back just in case. You never know what people are taking. I reckon that Minotauro just has a damage build, which is absolutely fine. That's what you would expect for something of that tank. But we don't get spotted, and that's how good the camo is here, guys. Of course, we are in the stationary, not stationary mode, but we're in the non-turbo mode, if you will, the normal mode. Once you go into turbo mode, your camo does decrease slightly. It goes to 19.2 when you are stationary and 14.39 when you're sort of moving. Again, I'm pretty sure it's actually better than the Concept 5 as well. Even in turbo mode, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And again, you wouldn't be able to do that in the Concept 5. You wouldn't be able to sit in that bush and just not get spotted. You would get spotted and you'd get absolutely whacked. So we've joined our allies here. It's the fight for the corner. We poke round, and yeah, 430U, hold down. That's not going to go too well. And this 140 is the right idea. He's sort of backing up. and then sort of having a look there at the 200 LT, thought he was flanking, but he isn't. And again, with a hold down 430U, it is just going to be free shots, and they've got the Minotaur, all of their forces around there. We can't be too aggressive here, and I know I am full hit points, so I could take some shots for the team, but it's just not in the best interest. If I want going to take a couple shots, I want to know that I can put something in that my allies can, so I'm not going to commit to going around the corner and losing my hit points, what I would call necessarily. Whoa! 100 LT comes zooming out there. Very, very aggressive play by him. Originally, what I thought he was going to do is actually something quite smart. I thought he was going to go bombing down the line, get into a bush, and actually snipe us from the back, so I was a bit worried at this point, but yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. I mean, it's a Valorant play by him, but yeah, as you can see now, he starts to deviate more towards the one line, and we are going to see the annoying effect of leaving a T100 LT there. Minotaur comes round, the enemies are starting to push round now. Obviously, when the enemies push round, we are going to want to fall back a little bit. Shot in there. I actually thought he was reloading at that time. I didn't know that. It's a bit of a shame to take an unnecessary hit there, but it's nearing the end of the battle. It's 7-3 in our favour. Let's take some hits. Let's get some damage. So, chasing down this back chat and 100 LT. The back chat gets blind fired by the 140. Absolutely lovely shot by him. But we're chasing down this 100 LT. Will we be able to find him? You guys might be noticing that I'm not entering the turbo mode, and that's actually because your accuracy will decrease when you're in the turbo mode. Something like an LT, you need every little bit of accuracy you possibly can. It literally looks like an RT. Sort of blue when you do go into turbo mode, so it's absolutely awful. But we do get spotted here. It appears that he's absolutely running, and there he is. He's going for the RT, the greedy little bugger. That was his plan all along. I think he knew he was going to lose, and he was just looking for RT, but he doesn't get the kill. He gets a shot off, but the E4 shuts him down, luckily. Now the question is, can we get into the city? Again, this is the most mobile medium we have in the game currently. Bear in mind that the Concept 5 isn't, and even so, it won't outmaneuver this. This thing has really great power to weight ratio, and also really great ground resistance as well. It's such a quick tank, and again, Concept 5 is not going to take this thing out. The gun on this is absolutely lovely as well. Like, honestly, it feels like a Leopard with more armor to me. I absolutely love this tank. So racing in, as you can see here, 75 kilometers per hour. Why the hell does the Concept 5 only go up to 65? It's on wheels. I mean, this thing's on tracks and it's more maneuverable. Plus the Concept 5, you can't really turn it. This thing turns literally on the spot. So can we get the last damage on this 279E? Funny facts, no we cannot. But yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. So that's the battle there. Literally just under 1,800 damage. Just a really nice sort of matchup, showing you sort of that we kind of, when we get into the front lines, we're kind of dipping our toes in the water. So have a look, should I push, should I not? We do push with our team's support there, and we do get some cheeky shots off. Looking at the post-game match, as you can see, a very nice amount of credits, very nice amount of XP, just shy of 5,300 experience there. We actually make 54,000 credits. That's a really, really nice result, especially for tier 10. We do have the What Plus subscription, but we don't have any sort of consumables going in the background. And yeah, that's it there, guys. Thank you very much. Join me for the next battle where something a little more insane happens. So here we are rolling out on Redshire, and this is one hell of a battle. Yeah, I absolutely love the battle that we're going to have here. We're going to get quite a very nice score. We're actually going to get a message from somebody after congratulating us, which is always nice. Usually when you get a message, it's somebody telling you to go F yourself and, you know, all of that great stuff. But thankfully it's not today. So yeah, running around Redshire, where am I going? And just at the other side of this cap, there's a lovely little hill that not a lot of people go to, but it allows you to snipe over. And it doesn't matter what tank I'm going with, heavy, TD, of course not RT, but I don't usually play RT. You know, light tank, I'm always going here to get some opportunistic shots. And you'll see here that we're going to catch somebody out in the open, and it's a really lovely position to go to. I would always recommend it for you guys, no matter what tank you're in, especially in a lovely speedy tank like this. As you can see, 50 TP to our right gets spotted. I then react to it. Can we get a nice shot? There we go, a lovely shot, flush in the side there. Obviously I'm worried about some possible TDs, but yeah, we back up quite nicely. Talking about the backup speed of this tank is actually pretty lackluster, which is very, very strange. I don't know why Wargaming did that, but fair enough. It's only at about 20. Again, he's turning his turret, and lovely, a lovely 409 damage in there. Again, the gun's always going to treat us really, really well, but in this battle it's really going to shine. Caro, quite an unusual tank you don't see a hell of a lot of. They're sort of thinking about making pressure there, but we just have to keep them in mind. I'm just having a look at the 50 TP, seeing if he's peeking, but he isn't going to. I think he's learned his lesson. So we're just going to have a look and we can try to challenge this Kara. We don't want to be spotted. I want to keep on sniping shots out, because if I'm sniping shots out I'm getting free damage. If I'm getting free damage I'm happy. And then we're hopefully winning the game. Karo goes away. I think he gets hit by something at the back, realises that he can't push because he will die. So again, we're going up to that sniping position here. And a T-49 appears, and yeah, I wasn't too happy with that. Of course, that only tracks him. But yeah, as you can see, the gun's just treating us so nice, and that's really the main thing about this tank. The gun is just absolutely beautiful. Wherever you shoot, it will go most of the time. Of course, we do get trolled a little bit with that T-49 shot. I did shoot a bit low, to be very honest, so you know, I could have done something about that there, which I didn't. But again, it's just, it has the speed and it has the flexibility and a tiny bit of armor to occasionally get a bounce. There we go. Yeah, so the 907 actually says, oh, I'll help you out, and at the time I was a little bit confused with that, because I was like, well, you're at the back, but what he meant is that he was covering for me, which is absolutely brilliant. So they take out the pattern there. E50M starting to peak, and this is what I mean. As soon as they get a little bit too big for their boots and they start to go up and try and do some damage, you instantly shut them down. You're essentially keeping them at bay with this position. It's really, really nice. So we get spotted by the E50, boom, right through the turret. Absolutely beautiful. Goes exactly where I aim. The ACPR shells on this tank are so nice as well. They have such high shell velocity. I think it's about 1,200 or 300 that they have. But yeah, it's really, really brilliant. And that 447 meters view range with the setup we have. I believe the only thing we have to actually boost the view range. Oh my god, absolutely lovely shot there. Yeah, this gun just... Mwah. it is one of my other favourite tanks apart from the WZ-1321. Yeah, this thing is just so nice, and it has the best win rate of any medium tank, and it's so easy to see now. But yeah, as I was saying, with the setup we have, we only have Bond vents that are going to attribute to the view range, and already 447. Absolutely brilliant. So we're going to go on a bit of a spotting run here. We are up 3 tanks. We can afford to do so. Can we spot this 140? Is he chilling out in these bushes here? No, he's not. And we actually get spotted. And there we go. It is by the Centurion and his little friends there. So we're going to have a look. So in siege mode, we're obviously going really nice and quick. Again, this thing turns really well, so it's really nice and easy to dodge shots. And as you can see, the siege mode saved us. We didn't take any damage, and we got a free 555 spotting, because the siege mode is that good. Of course, apart from the bloom, as you can see, we tried to sort of fire there. We had them roughly in the middle. We didn't hit, but that's sort of expected. You have to have some sort of balancing factor of this tank. But yeah, absolutely brilliant that is. Centurion, yep, there we go. Right through the cupola as it turns to us. I didn't even know I was aiming there, to be very honest. But yeah, just an absolutely lovely gun. Can we get it again? No, that was my bad aim. I should have aimed a little bit further back as he was retreating there. But can we redeem ourselves when he comes out? Da, da, da. Oh, another terrible shot. I do that way too high and he goes right over his tank. But is he going to get away? Are we going to punish him? Yeah, we punish him. There we go. You can't track us, Mr. Centurion. Back to the garage with you, bud. But yeah, we're it's 7-1 in our favour, and we're going to get aggressive now. Can we get this guy? Yep, there we go. I was just a bit concerned if there was a something like a TD at the back of the map. As we know, the grill is not spotted. Spoilers, he is indeed at the back of the map, but he's not really paying attention to us. Unfortunate critical hit there. Just some bad sort of RNG. But I mean, if you consider all the luck that we've had, I really do not care. So yeah, so what are we doing now? We're basically in behind enemy lines, and I'm going to have a look if there's anything else at the top of this hill. It's a very common enemy defensive position when they are losing, just to get some free damage. So we're going to have a look if we can spot anything here. Nothing so far, but that Karo has to have gone somewhere. Question is, where is he? Are we going to spot him up here? Coming up to the bush. There's the Karo. Boom, and isn't paying attention. There we go, absolutely lovely. As we can see, we're starting to rack up the damage at the moment. And a lovely switch to HE using the intuition. The intuition on this tank is really good. It doesn't take long at all. I started getting into World of Tanks on Blitz, and literally then it was a 0-second intuition switch. Playing things like the KV2 was just insane. You could just switch it out instantly. I don't know how it is now, but back in the day, that's sort of how it was in World of Tank Blitz, and it feels a lot like that with this tank. Absolutely beautiful performance here. Yeah, about 3,200 damage. Absolutely lovely. I absolutely love this tank. It's so good. It has the flexibility, it has the speed, it has the gun, it has a little bit of camo, a little bit of armor, it has really great spotting, it has pretty decent camo as well. Absolutely beautiful tank. So as you can see, we make 50k credits, 10.2k XP, actually 7 bonds as well, which is really, really nice. And of course we can boost that, which I think we are going to do. But yeah, absolutely beautiful gameplay. I was so happy with this match. So yeah, I just really wanted to share it with you guys today. So yeah, there we go, we're boosting it there. Yeah, we come top of the team, and we get a message from Sir Tanks-a-Lot, basically saying well done. Yeah, thank you very much. They also covered us, took out the pattern. We don't know if the pattern would have spotted us, we would have got hit from the grill, but no, absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. So welcome back from the game. So in short, just a quick sort of little review. What do I think about the CS63? I think this is a fantastic tank. I really love this thing. It has everything you want. A little bit of armor, not too much, just a tiny bit. An excellent gun, absolutely brilliant gun. It's got a fantastic mobility, the best in the game so far. It's got really nice camo that can really get you out of some tricky situations. And it's just one of those flexible all-round tanks. I think it also has about 8 degrees of gun depression as well, so it's not too bad at all. But yeah, absolutely love this thing. I would probably recommend this tank for somebody who's a beginner and wants to sort of, they've tried a heavy tank, they didn't really like it, so they want to try something a bit more maneuverable. It's just that gun that just lets you get away with, I mean, my aim is a bit rubbish. I'm not the best at aiming. But I mean, even this thing, it can make you look like a pro. It's like when we were hitting shots on that E50M, it's like I wasn't even aiming that great into his turret, and the shells just went through. On the Centurion Action X, I just kind of snapped it up, hoping it goes through. Yep, it does. Boom, in the cupola. It's just such a nice, consistent, easy sort of tank where you always know where you stand with it. As for the armor, I wouldn't rely on it, but you can indeed sort of side scrape in this tank. Of course, you just have to watch out for these little side bits here. So they can, obviously when you do sort of angle it, they get kind of a little bit flat. But if you're just going like this, then you got a building like there, and you put your turret out this way. You can bait people into just sort of shooting your sight, because they do think, oh, CS63, no armor, fast tank, boom. And then you obviously go forwards and get a shot into them. But no, 2 bits of gameplay there. The first was more like your average kind of game, I feel, and the second was when things just go right, when people don't pay attention to you and you can just sit on that lovely little hill and just use your gun and just rain damage upon them. I absolutely love this tank, as I said many times in this review, but this is a beautiful tank. I know Quickie Baby really likes it as well. Skill doesn't, but he actually got one of his damage records in it. So yeah, if the 2 of the biggest content creators, one likes it and one got a damage record in it, you know the tank is something rather special. But yeah, as for that, that's sort of the review there. Again, if you guys have any more tanks you would like me to review, please leave a comment. I will reply to it, I promise. And, you know, if you want me to review the Type 5, the BZ75, the 59 pattern, any tank of any tier, I can do tier 1s, I can do tier 10s. And yeah, I'll definitely give that a go. And stick with me as well, because when the new British Wheeled Medium line comes out, I will be reviewing that as well. That's something that I'm very interested to have a look when it comes out. I haven't noticed any buffs that Wargaming are planning for it, which is very disappointing because it needs it desperately, especially a camo buff. It should be, you know, the CS63 will absolutely ruin the Concept 5. It's faster, it's tracked, it has better camo, it has better gun in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely rip apart the Concept 5. But yeah, we will be reviewing that whole line as well. So if you guys are curious, you want to know how to take them out on the battlefield, you want to know how to play them, if you do want to grind it, then yeah, please do stick around with me. Again, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment as well. What should I play? What do you think of the video? What do you think of the CS63? But yeah, anyways, thank you very much for sticking around with me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Really do appreciate you all. But yeah, thank you. Bye.